Mr. Robinson here on Extreme. You know, Mr. Robinson. Mr. Extreme, have you spoken to your attorney?
No, ma'am, I have not.
You've not spoken ever, or you've not spoken today?
I spoke with her on the phone a few days ago.
Okay, sounds good. Let's see if we can find your attorney. Let me see if Robinson is in another courtroom.
Okay, thank you.
Wanji is going to log in and talk to Casino.
I think she just grabbed Harris.
Yeah, Harris too.
No, Casino was here first. She can grab his.
I mean, this is our first time seeing her, so she.
Mr. Casino, I'm gonna put you in a private meeting room with your attorney, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Have we seen? On the record in the matter of the people. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Francisco Casino, 24-03223. I think he might be in the breakout room still. Council appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Casey Markarian appearing on behalf of the people, making a motion to practice under Michigan Courtroom number 8.122.
Motion granted.
Good morning, Your Honor. May I get the warranty for Mr. Casino?
Okay, and this is for clarification of the record, Francisco Casino Jr. Today's the date set for probable cause conference. 2 counts of controlled substance possession are scheduled for preliminary examination on the 7th of November at 9 a.m. Are we continuing?
Aye.
Is there an offer at all?
Yes, Your Honor, there was. The offer was to plead guilty to an added count 3 and 4 of controlled substance use, and we would dismiss count 1 and 2.
Okay, Mr. Christina, we'll see you in person at the court next week, November 7th at 9 a.m., okay?
Okay, thank you, Your
Do you have
Honor.
any questions at this time?
I would like to give my lawyer another number to contact me with, if possible.
So you would like to give your lawyer another number?
Yes, because the number
Do
I
you
have.
are you able to put it in the chat?
Yeah.
If you put it in the chat, then we can get it to her.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
No problem.
Thank you.
Is you need to speak with your other client?
Yes, I do. I need to say.
Okay.
Am I all set then?
I'm just waiting for you to send us the number.
Okay. All right.
Okay, you're all set, Mr. Casino.
Thank you very much. Have a good day, Your Honor.
Same to you.
Free, Your Honor.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Pretty good. You're on one of these matters?
I have the non-public sentencing. Or reason on it, yeah, like, I think.
I see Mr. Hayes and Mr. Nichols on the AG matter.
Good morning, Mr. Nichols is here.
Good morning, Mr. Nichols. I know the AG logged in around the same time. Did you all need to speak to each other at all?
We've been speaking to each other. I need to get discovery from them. I sent Mr. Nasruddin a waiver of the 21-day rule so we can get a second PCC once I review everything.
Okay, is he present today?
I'm looking for him. We talked and I told him be ready to log in and I sent him a text, but he hasn't responded yet.
If he logs in, we can do the waiver on the record and get a new timeline or date now, if that's what you want to do.
Okay.
This is not so. Mr. Ekstrom, your attorney is tied up in another courtroom, so we're just waiting for her to come down this way.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. Mr. Palmer.
Yes, Judge.
Or did you need me to bring you?
I can go grab I wasn't sure if we needed to go on the record. We're gonna leave it set for prelim next week. My client and his family members are sitting in one of the rooms over here because we were
You
meeting.
don't
with
need to
it.
go on the record.
Okay, I can cut them loose then, Judge.
Absolutely.
Perfect, thank you.
I have an important question. Mr. Nichols? On your other matter,
Yes.
you need a new date? Is it Cruzinga? You need a new date for that exam?
Kruzenga?
Yeah, that one. It was, we're having a technical issue, so you look like you're frozen on our end. Okay, yeah, we can only hear every other syllable. Oh, no, it's scheduled for the 8th. I think it's frozen.
Okay.
Mr. Nichols, we can't hear you.
You want to log off and log back on if the connection's better?
Okay. I think he says he's gonna log back in when his connection's good.
Probably turn off this video too. but-
Yeah, that would probably work. Stop. Well, he's logged off already. Are you ready with Harris?
I am.
Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Mary Jean Harris, 19-03855. Appearance, please.
Morning, Your Honor. Case Mark Darian appearing on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor, and everyone to Mr. Harris, who said the council papers.
Okay, this is a matter that we need to get dates on. No, we have dates.
Have
It's
a
actually for December 5th. How we proceeding on this?
Just going to leave it on for December.
Continue to exam December 5th at 8 o'clock in the morning. Do you have any questions today, ma'am? Is that a no? Okay, any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
You're all set. Thank you, thank you. Mr. Nichols is back. If you keep your camera off, it might help your signal.
Hi, Your Honor. I'm on the phone with Mr. Nasruddin trying to help him zoom in.
Okay, no problem. If there's a November 8th date on the other matter work for you
It does if the court's got the time.
at 9:30 in the morning.
Okay.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Blake Engstrom 24-03195. Appearance, please.
Morning, Your Honor. Case Mark Darian appearing on behalf of the people.
Aaron Robinson, Assistant Public Defender for Mr. Engstrom.
Ms. Engstrom is present via Zoom. The matter was set for a probable cause conference today for felonious assault, and there's a preliminary examination November 7th at 8:30. Are we continuing?
Yes, Your Honor.
An offer at all?
Yes, Your Honor. There was. The offer at this point was to plead guilty to an added count 2 of aggravated domestic violence with an agreement to participate in Judge Ward's domestic violence special.
Do you have any questions today, Mr. Engstrom?
I couldn't quite hear what, it was cutting in and out. I'm sorry.
Can you repeat the offer?
The offer was to plead guilty to an added count 2 of aggravated domestic violence with an agreement to participate in Judge Ward's specialty court for domestic violence. We dismissed count 1.
Did you get that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
We're just
I,
leaving it set for preliminary exam at this time, Mr. Engstrom. You don't have to talk about the facts of the case or anything like that. If you have questions about the offer, we can talk about that at a later time, but we're not going to talk about the facts or anything like that today.
okay. All right. Thank you. Yes.
Okay, do you have any questions for the court?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, well, then we'll see you in person on the 7th, okay?
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yep.
Have a good day.
Thank you. No, we're waiting on that one. What's up with the jail? Feel free to go, Mr. Engstrom. You sorry?
I don't know that I even saw the time or anything, I just saw that question.
Okay. Thank you,
Why
Your
don't
Honor.
they put- Yeah, I don't know why they don't log anybody in. name, sir? Sir, can you hear me?
Yes,
What's your name?
Fadi Nasruddin.
Okay, very good.
Good morning.
Morning.
Oh, wait, I think we have his attorney logged out by accident. Let's see. Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Fadi Nasruddin, 24-02884, applying council appearances.
Morning, Your Honor. Robert Hayes, Assistant Attorney General, here for the people, P69006.
May it please this honorable court, Michael Nichols, P number 59391, on behalf of Mr. Nasruddin via Zoom. I can see you and hear you, and I changed devices. Hopefully the connection's better.
It's much better. And then Mr. Nasruddin is present via Zoom as well. Today was the date set for probable cause conference for 5 counts of gambling house permitting for gain. This matter was scheduled to proceed to exam on November 7th at 8:30. However, my understanding is that there was an issue of discovery at this time.
Your Honor, Michael Nichols for Mr. Nasruddin. I thought there were 6 counts, so it's already getting better.
It's
So,
probably a 6 counts.
Yeah, I don't have any reports yet. Mr. Hayes and I are working, getting that to me.
Okay. Yeah, I was reading the handwriting on the front of the paperwork, and it's probably just bad handwriting. So it is 6 counts of gambling house permitting for gain. And so you have not gotten discovery. Did you want to treat next week as another probable cause conference and then we address the timeline, or do you want to go ahead and waive the 21 days today and then we get you scheduled for some new dates?
Yeah, if we could do the latter, please. I'm going to need some time, I think, because there's probably quite a bit there. And I know Mr. Nasruddin's got permission to go to a conference for his work next week out of state.
Okay, so Mr. Nasruddin, you do have the right to have a preliminary examination within 21 days of the date that you are arraigned. And due to your retaining counsel and needing some discovery, as well as I do see a note from the magistrate that you were permitted to travel between November 4th and 11th for a convention. Are you willing to waive the timeline so we can reset this?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you want to do probable cause conference first or just another exam date, counsel?
I think another probable cause conference probably makes sense.
Okay. Do November 14th. Does November 14th at 8:30 work for probable cause?
Yes, I can do that.
Works for the people, Your Honor.
12 at 10.
Does December 12th work for exam at 10?
For me, yes.
Works for the people, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll continue to exam December 12th at 10. Any additional matters for today's record?
Nothing for the people.
Nothing for Mr. Nasruddin, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're all set. Tom will
Thank you, Your
continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Who did you all set?
I'm not sure what's going on with them. They said they don't even have a poly list for us, but I just checked and there are 3 people on there for us.
They don't have a list for the court?
Yeah,
For
they said
the
they
whole
don't have a
court?
list for us. They don't have
54A?
anything for us.
Or just-
54A, for us, for Simmons. Courtroom.
Or just for our courtroom?
Yeah.
Who did you speak to?
Deputy, I forgot. Her name was. but she's going to get him. He's actually in the kitchen.
Well, we need to make sure she has our whole list because we got some more people.
Yeah, I did tell her about the other people.
Oh, okay.
Did you see the list in criminal this morning?
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jennifer Anne Ray Lighthizer 23-00647, counsel appearance.
Morning, Your Honor. Case Mark Herring appearing on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Ms. Lighthizer, who is standing to my right.
Okay, thank you. The date scheduled for sentencing. I do have a pre-sentence report. It was prepared on the 22nd of October. Counsel, did you get a copy of it?
I did, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Any reasons to make corrections, updates, or deletions?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Okay. I need to address the court.
Thank you, Your Honor. I did have an opportunity to review this pre-sentence investigation report from Mr. Neves with Ms. Lighthizer, and I completely agree with his assessment of her at this stage. His observations regarding her remorseful attitude towards this incident is something I noticed reflected in my conversation with her. She does appear to be a person who has struggled a lot in the past and is trying to do what she can to move forward in a healthy and productive way for both herself and the people around her. Mr. Neves noted here that she is on probation in front of the 20th Circuit Court. That is true. To that end, in her pursuit of trying to better herself in her situation, she has also moved herself into a sober living situation to address substance use issues. That is not currently an order of her probation period, but that is something she is doing on her own, and I think that is benefiting quite a lot from it. Oh, yesterday. Okay. I'll have to go back a little bit on my report or my updates to the PSI. She's indicating that she gained employment yesterday.
Okay.
Where is that?
Engine.
Is that full time or part time? Full time. What is your rate of pay there? $18 an hour.
Employed where?
It's called Engine Power Components, EPC. And that's in Grand Haven. I think it's an production operator. So it's $18 an hour, and I basically make camshafts for engines. Thank you.
It is good news, Your Honor. It's, I think, just another indication of the steps she's moving forward to improve her own situation. She appears to be doing quite well on the probation in Grand Haven right now. I would ask the court to adopt a recommendation from Mr. Neves, that being 8 months of non-reporting probation with orders to follow all conditions of her 20th Circuit Court probation and continue the mental health treatment that she is currently undergoing. The only request I make of the court here is to consider waiving the discretionary fines for Ms. Lighthizer. She is not even yet started work. She's just gained this employment, and she has been paying for the sober living home for the past little bit, as well as the probationary costs in the 20th Circuit Court. She is prepared to pay the restitution and the non-discretionary fines here, but I would ask the court to consider waiving those others. Thank you.
Did you find one of the statement?
I don't think she's answering Your Honor. Your Honor, I think she's changed her mind. I would like to say something.
So in July, at the end of July is when I put myself into a sober living home. And, you know, since the behavior of everything last year, where I'm at in recovery right now is like the best that I've ever been at. And I am trying so hard to be able to make a better life for myself and for the people around me. I have changed the people that I'm around. I don't engage in criminal activity. I'm not around anybody who does. I have gotten myself into substance abuse therapy. I was doing IOP 3 times a week, 3 hours a day, and then I graduated from that as well. I had to do 18 sessions of that. So that is one thing that I'm grateful for, and just being able to have the chance to do this sobriety journey has changed my life for the better. And
Thank you. Thank you for taking the opportunity to express that. It's always good if your attorney can speak for you, but when you are able to encourage yourself to speak for yourself, that's a testament in and of itself.
I think that's something that I've learned in like going to meetings and stuff too. I go to at least 6 to 7 meetings a week on top of everything else that I do. So it's definitely been able to kind of change my characteristics a little bit into kind of showing remorse for, you know, a lot of the things that I do. Part of that is making amends, you know, to people and being able to admit our wrongs. So that's definitely something that speaking out loud and being able to kind of voice my own opinion is something that I've learned.
That's good. I can see a brightness in your countenance, like you are exuding a lot more positive energy since the first time that you've come before the court. So a transformation is clearly taking place, and that's evident not just in the things that you're demonstrating through your job, but even by the way you're carrying yourself. So congratulations to you, and I really hope that you continue on this path. I reviewed the sentencing statement, that is, as well as the criminal history. I think that the recommendation is appropriate for you to be on a term of non-reporting probation. You're already on probation that's being monitored in Ottawa County. It's not meaningful to duplicate. It's not meaningful to you at all to duplicate your efforts. And so the court is going to adopt that recommendation. You'll be sentenced to a term of 8 months non-reporting probation. You'll follow all the conditions of your probation at the 20th Circuit Court, as well as continued mental health treatment. And you will pay restitution. I think it's $240 in restitution to Kurt Henderson. There will not be oversight fees here because you are being monitored by Ottawa County, so that will be waived, as well as discretionary fines and costs. There is, however, a $75 crime victim rights fee plus a $50 state minimum cost that will be assessed. I will grant HYTA status. So your total fines and costs should be $365, but you can make that payment either all at once or you can make it monthly, okay?
Thank you.
About $45 a month if it's monthly. Okay. Do you have any questions for the court at this time? Okay, there is an advice of rights as to early probation. It explains that you have been placed on a term of probation before the 54A district court. Your terms and conditions are individually tailored and are specific to address your assessed risks and needs. You can request early discharge once you completed half the original term ordered by the court, so long as you've not violated your probation within the 90 days preceding that request. And you would make that request by using the court's MC 512 form, which is on the court website, or you can get it from your attorney. I'm sorry, you can get it from your probation officer. You would file the copy of that request with probation, and you need to serve a copy on the prosecutor's office. They have 14 days to respond in writing with any objections to that request. If it's set for a hearing to address your request for early discharge, you do have the right to hire an attorney to represent you, but you wouldn't have the right to have a public defender or Ms. Sutter represent you for any hearing for early discharge. I've never held a hearing for early discharge, so it's not likely to be held. Nonetheless, do you have any questions about those rights?
I do not know.
You can just initial that you've been advised of those rights. And then when you leave here, you'll run downstairs, check in with your probation officer, and then you'll be all set, okay?
Or just when she's asking first, will this be a copy that's provided to her by probation?
I know, but we can get her a copy of it.
Probation, like, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure, okay, thanks.
Any additional matters for today's record?
Nothing further, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Judge, Williams and Bywater, I did get emails back from Mr. Etheridge. I told him to email with him. I believe we're leaving Bywater on for exam, or Williams on for exam.
He's leaving
Bywater.
Williams now.
He is? Okay,
Yes.
never mind.
That he didn't speak.
I was emailing.
Mr. Etheridge, are we ready on Williams?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Dominique Williams, 24-03228. Appearance, please.
Morning, Your Honor. Case Mark Aaron, appearing on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Derek Etheridge, Office of the Public Defender, appearing on behalf of Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams and I are both appearing by video. He's appearing from the Ingham County Jail and here in the courthouse.
Okay, today was the date that was scheduled for probable cause conference. There is a weapon, a felony possession and assault with a deadly weapon and a felony firearm. How are we proceeding? Are we continuing to exam?
Your Honor, this time we're asking the court to leave the matter set for exam. I will talk to the prosecutor after getting off the record regarding a possible supplemental report that needs to be done.
Okay, very good. Any additional matters for today's record?
No, Your Honor.
None from the defense, Your
Okay.
Honor. Thank you.
We'll continue. You're all set.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Williams, you can let them know you're all set.
Okay, thank you. I'm all set.
Okay. I should be the.
Mr. Plummer, okay. Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Whitney Lynn Ransom 24-01198. Appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Case Mark Arian, appearing on behalf of the people. Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Palmer of the Public Defender's Office on behalf of Ms. Ransom, who appears today via polygraph.
Okay, Ms. Ransom, today's the date was for your probable cause conference, and then there is an exam that's already scheduled for December 6th at 9:30. Are we continuing to exam?
At this time, we're continuing to examine, Your Honor. Mr. Markarian and I have had some conversations off the record this morning and in an effort to try to resolve this short of conducting a preliminary examination. But obviously, I have not had an opportunity to talk to Ms. Ransom about that yet. I will certainly do so. So at this time, we're leaving the matter set for preliminary exam on December 6th, and I would ask the court allow me to address bond if it would be appropriate.
You can address bond.
Thank you, Your Honor. My understanding is that this time Ms. Ransom's bond is denied in its entirety. She's currently lodged, obviously, at Bingham County Jail. As a reminder, the way this matter worked out is that I had concerns about Ms. Ransom's competency. On the morning of the preliminary examination, she showed up on Zoom instead of in person. Then she showed up, I guess, in person later that day. I'm not entirely sure what time, at some point, I believe later that day, at which point she was remanded and then she was referred for competency. She's now been in custody for a number of months, I think almost 6 at this point. And she was found not competent originally. So part of her, or a large part of her in custody status has been while she was receiving psychiatric treatment at the hospital. She has now been restored and brought back to the Ingham County Jail, which has triggered this PCC. I do believe that at the time that she failed to appear, and I believe, as far as I understand, that was what was caused the court to revoke her bond. Certainly at the time she failed to appear, I think she was suffering from some significant mental health issues. It appears that those have been worked out now, although I'm also a little bit concerned that I think that the jail has changed her medicines again back when she got back to the jail. I'm not sure about that. I'm trying to look into that. But I'm a little bit worried about decompensation again when she's being back in the jail. She does have a stable address that she can stay at. When she was in Lansing, she was homeless, but she's advised me that she can stay with her grandfather. That's an address in Detroit, and she advises me that that her grandfather would assist her in getting back to court, back and forth to court. That address would be 2617 Butternut in Detroit. The zip code there is 48216. I believe that's in the Courtroom area of Detroit, if the court's familiar with that. At any rate, because the preliminary examination is still roughly another month or 5 weeks, and because I'm concerned about deterioration while she sits in the jail, I would ask that the court reinstate her original bond, which I believe was a personal recognizance.
Okay, I distinctly remember this incident because Mr. Mills, I believe, covered for you. And Ms. Ransom appeared via Zoom. She was like primping herself, doing makeup and hair. And then when she was told that she was supposed to appear in person, she advised that she didn't have anything to wear or something to that effect.
I recall.
Yeah, which didn't really make much sense. We told her she needed to be here in 45 minutes. Our records reflect she didn't appear till the next day. Because I know that was on the 9th. It looks like she wasn't remanded until the 10th of May. Nonetheless, that was the only reason why she was remanded. And so I have no problem with addressing the bond now that she's been deemed competent. And so I'll reinstate the bond at 1,000 personal recognizance. All the bond conditions are also reinstated. Do you have any questions today, Ms. Ransom?
No, thank you so much, Judge.
Any additional matters for the record today?
Nothing for the question. Thank you.
Okay, we'll see you in person at the court December 6th at 9:30, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're all set, Miss Ransom. I'll call you on the telephone in a couple of days, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Take care.
I think that was all I had for PCCs.
Yes.